Hey everyone, how you doing? I just woke today to my inbox broken. My inbox is broken, and it's broken by people who want to be funny in raising something that is not funny at all. The president of Ghana has gone to Zambia, apparently. And the president of Ghana is in a blouse. Ha 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 ho ho ho. And I'm like, eh? Is it that some of you still don't have news channels in your village? Or are you still watching only comedies and skits on social media? Because Mr. President has been wearing Fugu only for a long time. Indeed, since Kwame Nkrumah, Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's time. Yeah, the Osajifo was seen in Fugu in many times. The Kente. Ghana is an iconic country known for our fabrics, and some of our leaders have been phenomenal in promoting our fabrics. The sitting president being one of them. The Fugu is made of a traditional fabric. You will not find that fabric. I think the closest people who might be able to have something similar to that fabric would be the Burkinabes. But even them, I have not seen the Burkinabes doing Fugu the way we do. And now, the modern twists on Fugu, like the modern twist of the Kente cloth, are so sexy, it's unbelievable. And yeah, we have been sporting our own fabrics for a long time. The immediate past vice president's wife was phenomenal in promoting the cloth. There have been many Ghanaian icons who wear the Fugu. And as I said, the problem here is either that you don't watch the news or you don't clock the news. The person says, I should be angry. I cannot be angry, because if a person doesn't know about the Fugu, it tells you about the person's ignorance. It doesn't really reflect anything about my people. My people have done nothing wrong. My people are just excellent people. We have our own way of life. We have our phenomenal fabrics. We do our fashion our way. We don't copy anybody. In 1957, when the Osajifo and the leaders of the new Ghana came on board and they had the colorful Kente. Kente traditionally was always full of yellow. And it was not tame yellow. It was lit yellow. Yellows, oranges, yeah, greens, bright colors. That's what our cloths were made of. Because we are a very expressive group of people and we are so self-confident, we do not have a problem turning up. Now, the Kente stoles have become an iconic thing around the world for graduating classes. Everybody has one made. Everybody. That thing is Ghanaian. Very Ghanaian. Does that mean, so a few people have sent me some Zambian clothing and they were asking me also to make a mockery of the Zambian clothing? I'm like, why will I mock Zambian clothing? Zambia is in a part of Africa which can be cold. The men wear these long outfits that could be termed as skirts, depending on where you are from. Yeah, the men where I'm from do not wear skirts. But the thing is, I have been around so many other different people. I've been exposed so much that I know that it is common in some places. Shaka Zulu. The first time I met Shaka Zulu, and he had the lion's head on and he had the lion's skin on, it was explained to me that he was a victor. He had won wars with the lion, and so he wears the skin as a testimony to his feat. When you are exposed, when you understand that there is more than one viewpoint, you adopt your viewpoint and you are able to let other people also adopt theirs without silly comments, about how people choose to live. Yeah, there are places where people cover up because the weather is cold, and there are places where people bear up because the weather is hot. And sometimes people choose to do what bucks the trend because of their own reasons. They're entitled to those reasons. So you see, me, having been everywhere I've been, having seen so many things I've seen, I cannot be that naive to go and laugh at Zambian outfits. When I saw the Zambian outfits, I said, interesting. Ah, good for the Zambian men. Good for them, because this is their outfit. And so those who are not able to do that for the Ghanaian president are only just exposing their own limitations. Their lack of exposure is what is on display. How can that be an insult to Ghanaians? We did not raise them. It was not our job to expose them. So if they haven't been exposed, how is that a reflection on Ghanaians? It's not. And I'm sure that's part of the president's intentions of wearing those things anyway. Anyone who did not know of Fugu right now does. You should touch the fabric. It's sexy. I have a Fugu dress. When I get home, I will show you guys. The Fugu dress is beautiful. There is a richness to it. And I'm an Akan girl. It's not even my tribal outfit. But you see, that's the beauty of Ghana. We went non-tribal a long time ago. We became so open. We eat everybody's food. So there's a person who I took to a tour in Ghana recently. And the person was happily touring, and the person says to me, but the guide says that this food is from the north of Ghana. I'm like, yeah, wachi. But why is it that this is eaten by everybody and it's everywhere in Ghana? I'm like, that's a national dish now. Kinky. There are two flavors of kinky. There are a few flavors actually, but there are two famous flavors of kinky. There is the Ga kinky, which is from the tribe that lives down south in the national capital. Go to the top, the very top of Ghana, you will see people eating Ga kinky. Fanti kinky is also eaten along the coast. It's made its way everywhere. We have chosen Tuozafi. Tuozafi is from the north also. See, in Ghana, we have understood an assignment of becoming a country, not just of tribes. We have become people who accept ourselves. I don't think the Ghanaians ourselves are conscious of this thing because it's just been done so subconsciously. I'm gonna come and see them making fun of Fugu. If a person thinks Fugu is funny, a piece of cloth is funny, well, that is a conversation to be had about that person's sense of humor. Not a reflection on anybody. And kudos, Mr. President. Keep representing your people. The Fugu for Mr. President in particular is very powerful because he is of the north. That outfit he's wearing is of his people. It is a traditional outfit of his people. So imagine a person who is now in a position to be able to represent your tribesmen truly on such an international platform and let people get to know your way of life. So no, that's not a man in a blouse. That's not a blouse. It's called a Fugu. The Akans call it batakari. It's a noble piece of cloth. Listen to the name, batakari. The fabric had a dye to it that gave it a very distinctive smell. I think now they started using different dyes just so it's tolerable to people from other places. But yeah, the Ghanaian is the man who wraps a piece of cloth around him and looks royal whilst he does it. Ghanaian men can just take a piece of cloth and wrap it around themselves and look like kings. That's them. The Fugu, it's been made with thread and needle. Oh, we took our time. We took our time. We took our time, baby. And that is a hand woven piece of cloth, if you didn't know. And yeah, I am so sick and tired of people, especially of the proliferation of Western cloth. What is sold as African print, Ankara, is not even African. The owners of that print, it's Dutch wax. It used to be the Dutch who made the money from this cloth that the Africans were told was for them. Fugu is an African print, made and owned by an African man. Go and buy Fugu. If you are somebody who makes Fugu and you can sell Fugu, this is the marketing for you. Turn your camera on, make a similar video to the one I'm making, and tell people that the Fugu is ours. It belongs to our people. It can be used to make executive clothing and start shipping batakari worldwide, because the world now know of its existence. And you see the beauty of this thing, like I said, we do not have competitors from other places. No. I think the Burkinabes may have something of their own. It's something I haven't cross-checked. But we are so similar to people. The north of Ghana is in close proximity to the south of Burkina Faso, that it will surprise me that something that is practiced in Ghana does not have a Burkinabe equivalent. But I don't know that for sure. I do not know that for sure. And if you are somebody who sells fabrics and you did not stock the Fugu material, my dear, do go and find Samira Bawumia's inaugural outfit for when her husband became the vice president, the first inaugural. Go and see the sexy colors that the Fugu can be made into at the moment. Start promoting African prints. This is true African prints, made by an African, owned by an African. The proceeds goes to an African. It is my favorite type of African print. And those of you who are also from other countries, you can also ride the hype, you know. Don't wait until somebody mocks your president. No, whilst they are mocking my president, put your fabric on, so that when your president wears it, he may not have this unnecessary backlash. If you are Ivorian, find your Ivorian prints and put it out and tell us this is what we wear. It is not a blouse. Make that a hashtag. Hashtag it is not a blouse. It is a, and tell us what you guys have. The people in Southern Africa have such beautiful colors. The Zulus and the hats they have, beautiful. Yeah, if you only know your village, if you've never really been outside the confines of your village, some of you are physically, demographically away from your village, but you have never mixed with other people, you might as well only be resident in your village. If you only know your village, you know one norm, and other people's norms are funny to you. That is the limit of your own exposure. It's not the rest of ours. It's not our fault. And it's not our responsibility to fix. And so when you come and you make mockery of others, like some of you are trying to make of my president, you look stupid. Because all you do is expose your own ignorance. Ghanaian dignitaries have been wearing this outfit for a long, long, long time. I will find mine. I own some Batakari pieces of my own. My friend Wejewo, Professor Abo, to the rest of you. Wejewo is from the north. And so Wejewo is always gifting me the fabrics of her people. Because of Wejewo, that fabric means so much to me. It means so much to me. And it brings custom to people from that place. I support that type of commerce because it keeps people in their native lands. When you live in your native land, your dignity is easily preserved. You have your family members to rally around you. You have your social norms and structures to confine you to certain behaviors. You are not able to do certain things that break dignity. When you go abroad, especially people from the north who come down south, they become porters, they become housemaids, they become all these things that can break people's dignity. But if they can stay in their homelands and they can do their ancestors' crafts and they can make fugu and sell it internationally at the dollar rate whilst remaining in their ancestral homes, better. So today I present to you the fugu, aka the batakari. It is a Ghanaian outfit. It is a royal outfit indeed. It is something that dignitaries only wore not too long ago. It was something, it's handcrafted, hand woven, hand stitched. Poor people cannot afford it. Even today, poor people cannot afford good food. It's not cheap, you know. One of those things can take weeks to make. The weaver will have to sit at the loom for hours to make the thin strips. And then the strips they are hand stitched into whatever it is you want to make. Hand stitched. Do you understand what hand stitching means? It's personally made. Now people have started making some that have flooded the market, but it used to be that you ordered personally and was delivered for you. So today I present to you the fugu through President Dramani Mahama of Ghana. I think this will be one of his proudest moments indeed. That as president and as part of the international relations, he has made himself the ambassador of the outfit that is of his people by his people to the world. Amazing. From your people to the world with you as the vessel of promotion. Amazing. And yeah, I expect that the fashion designers in Ghana will respond. Maybe we need to use that fabric a little bit more. I expect that the sellers, especially the ones who take our fabrics to international fairs, Ghana Export Promotion Council and some of these bodies whose job it is to promote our commercial products. The president has done his job by simply turning up in his blouse. His bit is done. Next is the promoters and marketers turn to promote and let the president's efforts to get the fabric known, to get the outfit known, not go in vain. Am I mad as a Ghanaian? Why will I be mad? A blouse from Ghana has been made famous by a Ghanaian. And yeah, I've seen those of you who are busy mocking Zambian outfits. Stop it. Because that mockery only exposes your own limits. I could never mock a Zambian outfit. Because I know that Zambians cannot dress like Ghanaians. Nope. Zambians have a unique position as Zambians and they wear what they wear. Myself and my brothers don't wear that, but they're entitled to wear that if that is their culture. That's fine. Will I mock it? How can I mock it? I have seen too many people wear too many outfits to know that there isn't one way of dressing. That there are different ways of dressing and they are all legitimate. Yeah, the bikini was a big thing for a lot of these African communities when it was first introduced to them. Women are walking around naked. No, it's not naked, baby. It's not naked. It is bare minimum done in places where people are looking to top up their tan and catch some vitamin D. We live in the sun, so we've never really needed to do these things. And these cultures, when they were introduced to us, but now that we've been seeing Hollywood movies for a long time, now that a lot of us have traveled and we've seen it, the bikini is no longer news to anybody. It's the same way. The Fugu is news to those who have not seen the Fugu on the news before. The Fugu is funny to those who have not explored African men wearing African outfits. And you need to be very self-confident to do that. The president is a very confident man. To turn up and own up as you, without airs, without pretending to be some white man in some white man suit. A white man's suit is not the only formal. No. A white man's suit is something that is now accepted internationally, and in certain circles we will wear a white man's suit because we can buy a white man's suit. And when we feel it's appropriate, we will rock those colors. But that is not the confines of our identity. No. We have interesting layers to our identity, and we cannot help but to present that to the world. So, those of you who sent me that and you thanked me, thank you very much. I'm indebted to you. The weavers in the villages in the northern of Ghana are very thankful to you. The middlemen who sell cloth are grateful to you. And yeah, do go and buy samples of the cloth, touch it and feel it, and you will understand craftsmanship. We are outstanding craftsmen, and this is across all the tribes in Ghana. Outstanding craftsmen. A lot of our crafts in most of the tribes, we have weaving. If you go to the Volta area, they use the black and white pattern, but it's woven, hand woven. You go to the Akan lands, you will see kente, hand woven. The Fugu, hand woven. We have all sorts of prints that are Ghanaian, authentic African prints. And it's a pleasure to introduce it to all of you. Check out the Fugu, get your Fugu dresses. And when you wear some Fugu, tag yourself, tag a Ghanaian, tag the president. Wodi Maya is seen wearing traditional outfits in various places, and there are some places where the traditional outfit is simply a hat with a thick woven thing around them. Why? Because it is a tribe, I think it might be Malawi or it might be Botswana that this is from, but it is true of the places in the southern peak of Africa where the temperatures can dip. And so where it is cold, you do need something around your shoulders to warm yourself up. And so they do. The Maasai men have what they wear. Why will a Maasai's outfit be funny to me? What's funny? Tell me, what's funny? Nothing. A Maasai man wears a Maasai outfit. And yeah, I may not be Maasai. I may not share all their tribal peculiarities, but I can respect the Maasai to be the Maasai and to live like the Maasai. Just as I expect the Zambian to respect the outfit the president was wearing. Sometimes you will have to learn to put filters between your brain and your mouth. When you take those filters out, you question your own intelligence. You do. You do need to filter what comes to your brain and make sure that what comes out of your mouth is appropriate. And when you are not sure, what you should do is frame your things in questions. Hey Ghanaians, what is the president wearing? And we could have answered the question for you. We could have sorted you out without the embarrassment. I could have answered all those things that I just explained to you about the Fugu. without the connotation of ignorance to it. It's an admission that you don't know. What is he wearing? Is that something peculiar to him? Or is that a Ghanaian thing? We could have told you. That's one of our proud exports from Ghana. And a leader does these things automatically, instinctively. And a leader does these things to invite commerce for his people, to invite jobs for his people, to invite sales for his people. He is a promoter of his people and their culture. That's what he just did. So, you wanted to know what I thought of the Ghanaian president and his blouse. There you go. That is a piece of fabric. To me, superior to this. Because it's actually hand-woven, hand-stitched. Designed from some very simple tools into this rich piece of fabric. Yeah. I will love you and leave you. I am off to go perform my club mentor role at the Zayed University Toastmasters Club. I'm so proud of my involvement in that project. I will see you guys when we finish the meeting. Assalamu alaikum.